It's week 6 of the NFL, and if it's in the game,
And off we go from Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We can look at this Patriots defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. You look at this Raiders defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this deep.
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. New England's offense set to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a play fake here on first down. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker. The Patriots at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? As coaches on down, they've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Jones dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Garoppolo. Caught outright by Renfro. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So the Patriots coming out now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Catch and a first down from Parker, who you might remember was dealt in division to the Patriots from Miami before last season. Settled into his role as the team's deep threat, averaging over 17 yards per reception.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They'll look to throw again. To the right side, he's got Parker. And he takes this one down almost to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Quentin Jefferson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a very tight. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Marcus Jones, a return man. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
6 now, 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll send Parker in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, Carter. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
Here we go.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Garoppolo. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Inside give to Elliott.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now Jones on third down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Garoppolo to try again on second down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New England trying to get a place on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Throwing Jones.
Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now Jones. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw is Jones.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the defense Circling now, 4th down and 7. Jones. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jones.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jones.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Man, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Pats have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now Jones.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Garoppolo to throw.
Able to connect with Jacobs. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
Connecting with Renfro.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,